YouTube, quite often I jump on TikTok and I see something and I think, oh, this is dumb. And I think to myself, okay, can it get much worse? And then I go deep dive, I look into it a little bit more and I go, wow, this is really stupid. And in some of those cases, right, when I deep dive, I realize, oh, well, you know what? It's just the way I looked at it. It could just be the way I perceived this video, right? Um, this here is not one of those cases. This one's a special third one, right? A special third one where I did a little bit of a deep dive, and it seems like this person in particular, right? This young woman right here may have reneged on what she was saying because I saw this original video, right? And I was appalled. And I said, you know what? I gotta find this and I gotta see what it's really about. Then I saw her other videos after that, and then one of her most recent ones seems like she reneged a little bit when it came to her narrative in this video. What is going on, YouTube? This is post-production Bruce right here, and I had to apologize. I made a mistake. I thought for some reason, even though all the signs were there, that this young woman was going to keep her account not private, essentially. So I recorded the video and everything like that, and I said, well, I'm going to go back, I'm going to record her other videos to pretty much show that she was reneging on the whole, well, I left my family, but now I didn't really leave my family. And I was like, yeah, I'll just record it later. And I should have known, based off the fact that she turned off all her comments at one point, and then she was uploading videos to try to explain herself as to what was really going on, even though she already explained it. I should have just known. So I apologize for that. So like a very, very brief synopsis of what she was saying in her following videos. She's basically trying to renege and say, well, I didn't leave my husband and kids. Like I still see them every other weekend, and I stay up for like weekends, sometimes weeks on end, and it's not really like a real thing. Then she came back and said, well, that was like a 3-month stint because I was really depressed and everything like that. I'm actually back home with my husband and we're good now. Like we've talked it out. And I'm just sitting here thinking, no, you came up here and you advocated for young women to do essentially what you did, break up families for their own selfishness. And now you're coming back going, well, that's not necessarily true. No, it's because you got negative reinforcement. Because if everyone was clapping and saying that you did such a good job, you'd have been like, yeah, this is the right thing. This is the right thing. But yeah, that's it. Sorry about that. Let's get back to the video. And I obviously put her profile name in the description down below. I might even have it in the video as well because I want to give people the credit. I may not agree with half the shit I go over, but I want to do right by them. So we're not gonna waste any time. I talked enough. Let's jump in.
I left my husband, I left my kids, and I moved to a whole new city, a whole new state rather. Just me, no one else. And I didn't move because I didn't love them, but I finally decided to love myself too. And so for years, like I put myself on the back burner, just being a mom, being a wife, which is great, that's awesome. But, all this time, like I was wearing a smile, but deep down, like I wasn't really happy inside, And so one day I realized that I couldn't keep living a life that made everyone else comfortable while I was crumbling inside. So literally, like I made the most hardest decision like ever, like the most soul stretching decision like ever, and that was to pack my bags and move to Nashville. I actually, one day I just woke up and I was just like, well, I can't do this anymore. Like I feel like I need to do something different, like other than what I'm doing. And I felt like I needed to find me again. Like I said, because, I felt like I was losing myself. So anyway, like rewinding, I had actually applied for a position with Vanderbilt. And I ended up getting the position, and they were offering a sign-on bonus as well as a relocation bonus. And yeah, like I got the position and I took it. So anyway, no safety net, like no guarantees, no nothing. I applied for my apartment and everything. Like I literally like got approved for everything like right away. So it seems like everything had just fell into my lap. Like it was what I was supposed to be doing. And because of that, like it really validated my decision to
speak on the video itself. I don't know what goes on with people, and I hate making it so specific like I'm about to do right now. I don't know what goes on with women where they feel like they need to just up and leave their family, whether it's their husband, their kids, or whatever have you, to find themselves. It's like, So you can't find yourself in a relationship. I understand being a parent, a mom is hard, and being a wife is hard. I understand that. Truly, I do. Well, not in the way you may think. Why is it that you have to literally separate yourself and go, you know what? I need to leave all the people that I love and do my own thing to find to me, it just doesn't make any sense. It just truly doesn't. And then it's the total apathy about it, because they speak about it in this way that's like, yes, I'm doing this for me. And it's like, when you have kids, it's no longer about you. That's it. There's no more me. It's them. And this is coming from someone that doesn't even have kids. It's just so confusing when I hear this, and it's just like, what? Also, the last part where she said how, she feels like this is meant to happen because everything's falling into place. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. It truly doesn't. That's like if I was to steal from a store, right? And I like, wow, everything lined up correctly. I was meant to do this. No, it just happened to work out correctly. It doesn't mean that you were meant to do that shit. It doesn't. I'm baffled. Truly. She's a deadbeat. She's deadbeat. She's a deadbeat mom. That's exactly what she is. That's what she is. That's how I see it.
Leave. And so I did that. I get to Nashville. I started rebuilding my life. I even started thinking of another business endeavor that I had been thinking about for the past 5 years that I never built up the courage to do. And if you know me, I've had businesses, even just saving money, paying off debt, rebuilding my credit, everything. I got my stuff back up, which I'm totally proud of. And now I'm getting ready to graduate with my master's in public health here in September 5th to be exact. And honestly, I still have a long ways to go. There's still so much that I want to do. I cried, I prayed, I healed, and I did a lot, and I found me. But like I said, I'm not done yet, and I'm so damn proud of how far that I've come. You don't even know the half. And I contemplated about whether I wanted to even share this, because I've always shared good news about certain things happening in my life, but I've never just opened up and really just shared my truth to people. So this is new for me, and it's definitely taking a leap of faith, because this is nothing that I ever really imagined doing. But yeah, this is my story, and honestly this is for any woman who feels stuck or torn or scared to choose herself. You're not a bad mom, you're not a bad wife for choosing you.
She's not wrong. You're not. But if choosing you equals leaving your husband and kids, then yes, you may be a bad mom. Sorry to say it, you might just be. Being a parent means sacrifice. And I'm not just speaking for the moms here, I'm speaking parents in general, the fathers as well. Sacrifice. I know plenty of men, right, in my own personal life that are miserable. But guess what? They get up every single day, go to work, and they hustle and bustle because they know if they don't do it, their family falls to ruin. Everyone behind them falls down when they fall down. I don't see them jumping out going, I need to go find my... No. And we don't need to speak about the men that obviously are deadbeats, that are just trash, that just leave their family. I'm not talking about them because we already know who they are. I'm talking about the ones that are in these marriages, in these families, that are legit working hard to do what they got to do and say, you know what? I may be unhappy, but I got to grind to make sure that those that depend on me, wife and kids, can have all that and more. So I'm here to say right now, ladies, don't listen to this shit. Please don't. Please don't. Because you're going to end up upset and miserable. Because let's just say, for argument's sake, right? Let's just say it worked out for her. All right, cool. Great. Fantastic. It might not work the same for you. Truly, it might not. The last thing we need is a whole bunch of people coming online and saying, well, I followed her and she said this was... I was going to tell my truth and I was going to find myself and be happy. Nope. Trust me. It's not going to turn out that well for you. And I'm not saying that if you're miserable, if you don't know who you are, to just sit there. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that go get some help. Professional. Go figure out what's going on with yourself. You might be depressed. You might have postpartum depending on when you had your child. Something might be going on and you should go try to get it fixed or figure it out at the very least. Don't just up and leave your family. I'm not for like breaking up families. Truly, I'm not. Keep it together unless there's some things that's like irreparable, in my personal opinion.
It doesn't mean that you're abandoning love. It doesn't mean that you're abandoning your family. It just means that you're making space for the version of you that has been buried so long under obligation. And that's exactly what it was. Like, if you are in your breaking point area, like, girl, I totally see you. Like, I see you. But you just, if that is something that you're wanting to do, like, I would just say pray about it, you know.
You know, God must be vexed, man. He must be vexed. Y'all talking about y'all praying to him and these are the answers he's giving y'all. He did not give y'all that answer. Unless you are in a situation that's not healthy and is one that's like not conducive to the health of yourself and your child or children. God did not tell you that shit. He did not tell you to do that. He did not say that. No, I could be off. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't read the word, so I'm just saying. He ain't tell you that. All right? Go get help. All right? Go get something. Medication. If you, I'm not even a person that advocates medication like that. Go get some type of like therapy. Something. Talk therapy doesn't work for everybody. Other forms of therapy out there exist. Go find that help. But to do this and just think, well, I gotta find myself. First of all, and not only that, look, I've heard of other women that legitimately had nothing to their name except being a parent, and they're not talking about finding themselves. This woman over here talking about she has a master's, she has business endeavors and everything like that, and all this other type of stuff going for her. So it's like, what more? What are you looking for? Can you identify that? What about yourself that you're trying to discover in new you? Have a conversation with your husband. Maybe he might be feeling the same thing. Maybe he knows there's something within you as well, and he just doesn't know how to approach it. There's so many different avenues to take before we just jump to, I left my husband and kids.
Like, God is the head of my life, and I really sought him like never before, because I mean, God forbid I moved to another state and then, you know, the worst happens, you know. But everything fell into place, and then, you know, even my husband and I, like, our relationship got better. It started off like really rocky, but we got better, and, you know, we developed a deeper understanding of each other. And I feel like things are better than ever because I know who I am now, like even more so. Because when we got married, I was a 22-year-old girl. I had a 5-month-old.
We need to stop infantilizing ourselves and people. I know I fucked up that word. Don't worry about it. You were a 22-year-old woman, not a girl. You were a woman, an adult, 4 years into adulthood. Because 18, when you become an adult, even though I kind of disagree with that to a certain extent, 18 is when you become an adult, and then you were 4 years past that. 22, you were an adult woman. People say these things and they talk as if someone forced them to be a mother. Someone forced them to be a wife. No one forced you to do any of these things, as far as I know. No one forced you to do any of these things. You made the bed. It looked comfortable, so you laid in it. Now you're upset. And I'm not saying that she's upset, and this is not directed at her. I'm just speaking to the generalities of what I see online and how I see some people, in this case women, speak, and it's just like, okay, so what do you want?
Oh, baby, and I didn't know nothing about being grown, and I was just going along with him, just following his lead, you know. And because of that, I really didn't know who I was. Like I said, like I was just going along, you know, just following my man. You know, he was older, and, you know, he had the life and everything, but I had to find like what works for me, and I'm so glad that I did, because yeah, it was literally like the best thing I ever could have done for myself, because yeah.
She didn't keep up with that, what she said, because she turned off her comments. She uploaded several videos to try to explain what she meant, even though she said it right here. Words mean things. You said what you said and you meant it, because you recorded the video, you looked at it, you smiled at it, you said, this hit. You did the little, I don't know what that means, but you did that, and then you hit publish. You put it online. And then what happened was that people started kicking your ass in the comments, and they're making videos about you, like I am right now. And then you were like, oh, nah, I gotta change this. Nah, you said what you said. Don't renege. You said what you said. You meant it. But look, my thing is this, right? If you are going through something and you feel a way about your situation or where you are in life and you feel like you don't know yourself, Have conversations with your significant other. And this goes for men and women. Have conversations with them. You don't know what they're thinking. You don't know how they might feel. You don't even know if they might even see that within you and don't know how to approach it. Like I said earlier, they themselves might feel the same way. But there's a way forward if you just communicate that and talk. But to come up in your own mind of just like leaving your family and just abandoning them, to me, that's just wrong. It's wrong. You know, you got your own apartment, you get your own job. I don't think people understand what that does to children. You know, because essentially what you're saying is that, yeah, you're cool and all, but nah, I don't want to deal with you. And that's foul. That's something that never leaves children. And worse yet, this is online and exists. So now they get to see how you were basically like, you know what, being a mom and a wife was cool, but I really, really want to be my own person. Come on. Yeah. Hopefully she gets her situation sorted out. I'll show like her following videos in this video as well. Probably already showed it, who knows. And you guys could check out her channel, check out her content, see how you feel about it. I don't care, you know, no hate towards this woman. I'm just doing a video, doing this for shits and gigs. But yeah, that's all I got. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment down below, tell me your thoughts. Have you ever been in a situation like this, or have you ever done, or have you ever known someone to be in this situation where they just was like, hey, look, I gotta dip because I gotta find me. I gotta do what's best for me. Or, you know, just tell me how you feel about it, because this is terrifying. It truly is. And subscribe if you want to see more. Peace.